Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TMC Connect Success Stories. I'm here today with Bill Burrill from KoverageOne. He is the relationship manager over there, one of our preferred partners, and Felix Viner, who is the vice president of secondary marketing with First World Mortgage. They are here today to to spotlight their relationship and the benefits that First World Mortgage has received by partnering with KoverageOne. So without any further ado, I will hand it over to Bill. And gentlemen, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Amy. Appreciate it. Like Amy said, my name is Bill Burrill. I am the relationship manager at KoverageOne Insurance. And with me today is the Vice President of Secondary Marketing, Felix Viner for First World Insurance, First World Mortgage here in Connecticut. What I'd like to start off with is have Felix talk a little bit about our partnership with First World Mortgage with KoverageOne and how that began. So if you could, Felix.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Bill. So we are about $500 million company. Doing about 2,000, 2,500 loans a year, and insurance was never as important like to everybody, right? Because that always comes in the end of the process, okay? And all of a sudden, when insurance quotes come in from different insurance agencies, sometimes they're higher than anticipated, and debt to income ratios go up. So I knew Michael, the owner of KoverageOne, for the last 10, 12 years. So, and we've been dealing a lot with Michael just as a referral partners. And one day we talked and we said, why can't we automate things? How can we do that? And Michael and the team came out with technology that just blew my mind. On average, it takes any insurance agent to quote policy, 15, 20 minutes, Bill?
On average.
Yeah, on average. So with KoverageOne technology, they can quote policy in seconds. They can pull all the information directly from our LOS before the process starts. Our milestone is actually submitted to underwriting. So as soon as loan gets submitted to underwriting, our customers getting quote for their insurance, so everybody knows up front how much the premium is. Our loan officers love it. Our underwriters and processors love it. They don't have to chase insurance agents, 2 minutes before closing to change the premiums, to do anything. So, love the relationship.
Great, appreciate that, Felix. And just to expand a little bit on what Felix was indicating. So initially our partnership with First World Mortgage was basically your traditional mortgage company, insurance company, PNC relationship. It was sending over, hey, I got John Smith, can you write a quote for him or do a quote for him? As time went through, more and more referrals came through, and we realized if we really wanted to do things efficiently, quoting these independently, manually, like as Felix said, takes 10, 15 minutes per client, per carrier, right? We are a PNC, we are an independent PNC agency. So we work with over 30 carriers, both nationwide and regionally. So if we were to quote and try to find the best policy and the best premium for the client, that could take well over an hour per client. So what we've decided to do is we developed proprietary software where we're able now to link in. We're fully integrated with Encompass, and we're also have the ability to integrate with any LOS, and we're able to, at that underwriting benchmark, we're able to pull the information over that's necessary for us in order to quote the policies, run it through all our carriers instantaneously, and within minutes get the best possible policy for the best possible premium for that borrower. At that point, it's emailed out to both the borrower as well as the LO, and they have it in their email a lot of times before they even walk out of the LO's office.
Let me stop you there for a second. So not only the borrower and loan officer gets the email as a quote, but quote also goes into e-folder in Encompass. So this way, anybody that's working on a file can just pull the quote right directly from the LOS system. Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, Felix. So not only are we able to get these quotes out super fast and efficiently, but that also gets the buy-in from the borrower. Okay, one less thing I need to think about during this whole process. That looks good. What we're able to do is hit one button and we get the binder and invoice over to that folder that Felix just referenced, as well as to the loan officer. So they have that ready for closing. The beauty of that is it gives us time. All right, it takes some things off the plate of the LO as well as the borrower, but also gives us time if there are issues that do arise, and we all know the issues do arise. So it's either debt to income issues, or if it's something where replacement costs becomes an issue. We see that more and more, especially since COVID hit, that now these replacement costs and all these dwellings are going through the roof. So we have time to fix, accommodate all the requests, and make sure that this is not something that is holding up the closing of that loan. What we do at that point is simply, once we have a closing date, we send out a simple email a couple of days before, get a confirmation that we are going through on that date. We go ahead, bind that policy, have them sign an application through e-signature, and it's done. And everything is nice and clean. And then we monitor them throughout the course of their policy as far as making sure everything is okay. By doing this, Felix, could you talk briefly about how you've seen kind of the conversion rate gone over the last couple of years with First World, and how you've seen that progress?
I mean, we started slowly. As technology got better, we used to have our conversion used to be what, 10-15%, and I think now we're converting around 50%, 50-60% of all the quoted policies, which is great.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. So the LOs have certainly bought into the process as far as the ease of doing business. Our conversion rate has increased drastically based on that. And not only is our conversion rate on the homeowners insurance side increased, but as a result of the customer service that First World is now showing, we are often now getting or have the ability to quote the auto policies for a lot of these clients, as well as umbrellas and even some commercial business as well. So it's turned into, you know, the simple homeowners into kind of a full book of business with these clients. Now, Felix, let me ask you this, and I'm sure especially with the amount of refis that went through over the last year, have you seen repeat business as a result of this service, do you believe?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, conversion, the conversion rate is on insurance, what is it, 92-94% for our clients. And also we get some clients back because they talk to our agents and they come back to us for refinance because they talk to them about the policies. So it's also we picking up extra business because of that relationship as well.
That's excellent. I have one great example, and actually it just popped to my mind because I handled it this morning. So working with the First World loan officer who initially the borrower did not come through our service on the initial homeowners insurance, which is absolutely fine. And we certainly don't get 100% of First World's business. We understand that there are relationships out there, and we certainly respect that. This individual reached out to me in an emergency where the closing's happening on Friday. There was a major issue with the debt to income, and the current agent who was going to write the policy was nowhere to be found. This person reached out to us this morning about 8:30, and then by 8:45, we had binders and invoices, and everything was clear to close going on on Friday. So it was something where we started from scratch, and we're able to get everything done inside of 15 minutes, save the loan, save the sale for the loan officer, also save the home for the borrower as well. So it's something that, it doesn't need to be done right off from the onset. We certainly can assist in any way and any time of the loan process.
And I can attest that in the last couple of years, there's been many instances like for what Bill just shared with you guys.
Yeah. No, it's remarkable of what our tech team has been able to really turn a 2, 3, 4 day, 2 week process into well within minutes and certainly within hours. Okay. So with that being said, there was kind of a high level description of what we do at KoverageOne and how our relationship works with First World. If there's anybody on the call that potentially has any questions that we would like to address, we'd be more than happy to do so.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'll tell you what, I come from a processing background. I was an ops manager, but I was a processor, and boy, do I wish that we had something like that, because, to your point, the last minute insurance stuff was always the wrench that sort of caused problems at the 11th hour. So
I'm glad you brought that up, Amy, because again, traditionally speaking, insurance is a paper and pen on the, taking our time. What we want to be known as KoverageOne is we're more of a technology insurance company. It's something that we understand you guys have timeframes, you guys have benchmarks that you need to hit, you guys have goals that are set up and that you want to accomplish. And our services are built around that to accommodate the mortgage companies, basically what they see and how they think things
Right.
should be done. So that's what we're here to do.
Okay, interesting. Very good to know. Last call for questions for Felix or Bill. Anyone on the call? I don't see anything coming in. So with that, I will thank you again for being here. Thanks, Felix. Thanks, Bill, for spotlighting your relationship. And
Thank you for having me.
we'll certainly look to get this recording out on YouTube as well as our podcast, and we'll distribute it to the people who registered for this call as well.
We appreciate it. Thanks for having
All
us.
right. Thank you, guys. Have a great,
you.
well, it's only
Have a good
Wednesday, but
one.
have a great weekend.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.